Let me guess what you think investing looks like. It's a guy in a suit screaming into a telephone. It's 6 computer monitors flashing red and green numbers. It's analyzing balance sheets at 2 a.m. and having some sort of secret insider knowledge about what the Federal Reserve is going to do next Tuesday. We've been programmed by Hollywood, and honestly by the financial industry itself, to believe that wealth is complicated, that it's a game of wizardry where you have to be smarter, faster, and luckier than everyone else. But here's the truth they don't put in the movies. The people who are actually winning, the ones who are quietly retiring wealthy without the heart palpitations, they aren't wizards. They're boring. Extremely, aggressively boring. Today, I want to deprogram that financial wizardry myth. I'm going to show you why doing less is actually how you get more, and why the most exciting financial decision you can make is to be completely unexciting. Let's look at 2 different lives. We have the stock picker and the index fund investor. The stock picker wakes up stressed. They check their phone before they even get out of bed. Did the market crash in Japan overnight? Is tech up or down? They spend their day agonizing over decisions. Should they sell Tesla? Should they buy Nvidia? When the market drops 10%, they panic. When it goes up 10%, they get greedy. They are constantly riding an emotional roller coaster. And the kicker? After all that stress, research, and trading fees, statistics show that over a 15-year period, nearly 90% of them will fail to beat the market average. Now look at the index fund investor. They own the same companies the stock picker does. In fact, they own all the companies. They buy a slice of the entire market, every winner, every loser, the whole haystack. They set up an automatic transfer on payday, and then they go live their life. They don't check the news. They don't care what the Federal Reserve does on Tuesday. They are quietly wealthy. They have peace of mind. And statistically, they are crushing the stock picker. I know what you're thinking. Okay, but can boring really make me rich? Let's stop talking theory. Let's look at the math. And I love this part because math doesn't care about your feelings. Math works for everyone. Let's say you invest £500 a month. That's it. You put it into a low-cost, diversified index fund. Let's assume a conservative average return of 7% per year, adjusted for inflation. If you do that consistently for 35 years, you will have over £850,000. If the market performs slightly better, say 8%, or you step up your contributions, you easily cross the £1 million mark. Here is the crazy part. Out of that £850,000, only about $210,000 is money you actually put in. The rest, over $600,000, is just free money. It's compound interest doing the heavy lifting while you were sleeping, working, or watching Netflix. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-inevitably plan. If the math is this simple, why isn't everyone doing it? Why are we all so broke, stressed? Because society has programmed us with a very specific lie, that struggle is virtuous. We are taught that if you want a big result, you need to make a big effort. You need to suffer. We love stories about the entrepreneur who slept in their car, or the trader who risked it all and won. Those stories are exciting. Nobody makes a movie about the guy who automated a £500 direct debit in 1995 and then just went gardening for 30 years. That's a terrible movie, but it's a fantastic life. Our brains resist the boring path because it feels too easy. We feel like we're cheating if we're not stressed out about money. We crave the dopamine hit of the gamble. But in finance, dopamine is expensive. Boredom is profitable. There's a quote I think about all the time. The best investment strategy is the one you can stick with. There are technically better ways to make money than index funds? Sure. If you could perfectly time the market or pick the next Apple in 1980, you'd be richer. But here's the reality of human nature. When the market crashes, and it will crash, the person with the perfect, complex strategy usually panics. They sell at the bottom because they're scared. They break the system. A suboptimal strategy, like boring index investing that you stick with for 40 years, will always beat a perfect strategy that you quit after 5 years. Consistency beats intensity every single time. The first 100,000 is the hardest. It might take you 10 years to get there. It feels like a grind. But once you cross that line, the snowball effect kicks in. Eventually, your portfolio will make more money in a year than you do at your job. That is the point where you stop working for money and money starts working for you. So, here is my challenge to you. I want you to start deprogramming yourself today. Stop looking for the magic bullet. Stop looking for the next Bitcoin. Stop trying to be a wizard. I want you to embrace the boring. I want you to shift your identity from someone who is trying to save to someone who just is an investor. It's not something you do, it's who you are. Set up an automatic payment into a global index fund, even if it's just £50 to start. Then do the hardest thing of all. Do absolutely nothing. Go for a walk, read a book, play with your kids. Because real wealth isn't just the number in the bank account, it's the freedom of not having to worry about the number in the bank account. Boring is better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.